Congratulations on your victory tonight. Obviously, you looked very impressive early, but it ended up being a very difficult test for you. Were you expecting that type of fight tonight?
首先，恭喜你今天取得了胜利。今天的这个比赛，其实后来好像看的还是打得挺艰难的，这是不是你所预期到的？
是的，今天的比赛非常艰难。我知道小南现在非常厉害，然后这2年他进步的非常非常多，他的柔术啊，他的这个抓反击的能力非常强。
Yeah, this is was kind of expected because Xiaonan has improved a lot. Not only that she has great striking, also her improvement in grappling, wrestling, and she's really good at finding chance to fight back.
而且她对胜利的渴望非常非常强烈，她的那种，我觉得女性的韧性真的是无法想象的。
Yeah, also she's so eager to win, and it's just so impressive that female's power can be so incredible.
Watching from the outside, I thought for sure the fight was over at the end of the first round. Did you think the fight was over at the end of the first round? And if so, how difficult is it to change your mindset to get back into the flow of the fight?
从我们旁观者来看，觉得第一局的时候那个裸脚已经是小南晕过去了。那么从你这个第一人称的视角来看，你当时就是已经赢了，但是你发现他又起来了，你觉得这个是不是挺难接受的一个过程？
对我第一回合晕了，然后那个结束的时候是小南已经晕了，然后但当时那个铃声响了，我不知道裁判会怎么判，但是第2回合小南很快就缓过来了，他缓得太快了，我觉得。
Yeah, because I really thought that she was out, and I did not know when the bell rang. I did not know how the referee is going to handle that, but she bounced back very quickly in the second round.
As far as the rest of the fight, were there any adjustments that you had to make, or was it just getting in there and having a difficult fight? What did you have to do to get over the hump to win the fight?
那在后面的这个4局里头，你有没有做过一些调整，让你自己能够赢下这场比赛？
其实我今天的比赛，我感觉就像做梦一样，感觉大脑一片空白。我已经很久没有这种感觉了。
Yeah, I felt like I was in a dream. I blanked out during the fight. I didn't know what I was doing.
Well, it was a big win for you, and we're hearing that it had massive impact in China, massive numbers. What does it mean for you to be a part of the sport and kind of leading the growth of the sport in China?
很显然，这场比赛对中国的 MMA 意义重大。那么，你觉得你作为一个领头羊，那你在这里是个什么样的角色？这场比赛对你来说是什么样的意义？
我觉得，因为在 MMA 在中国发展得很晚，我觉得这么快的时间，然后2个中国的女性可以站在 UFC 300的比赛台打中国德比，我觉得是一件非常非常酷的事儿。我相信以后中国肯定会有越来越多的德比出现。
Yeah, mixed martial arts emerged in China really, really late, but develops really fast. So that's why today we see 2 Chinese girls competing for the title in UFC 300, which is a historical moment. And I believe in the future we're going to see more and more competition like that. 2 Chinese fighters competing for the title shot.
Lastly, for me, what is the goal for you now? I'm sure you want to take some time and rest, but is it about more opportunities to compete in China? Is it about building your own legacy or certain names? What are the goals for you moving forward in your race?
那你觉得现在你卫冕成功了，你下一步的计划呀，或者说你的目标是什么呢？你肯定想要休息，但是你会不会想说，在中国也许会参加什么样的比赛，或者从此建立我属于我张美丽的，我的一个名号？
有一个名号，
怎么说呢？也不是名号吧，就是说你是个传奇。
我觉得我的目标是传奇，这也是我追求的。但是我觉得我现在离传奇还非常远，然后我还需要学习更多的东西。然后对。
Yeah, I definitely want to build my legacy, but I feel like I'm still some way to become a legend. I still have a lot to learn.
Thank you.
To your far right, way over here. You had some fun with Buffer tonight when he was introducing you just before the fight, and you were giving it back to him. Did you plan that tonight, or was it something you did in the moment?
今天布鲁斯在介绍你的时候，他好像有做了一些比较有趣的介绍。那你那个是事先计划好的吗？还是说这是一个当下产生的一个很即兴的？
你说是我吗？
是那个布鲁斯巴克他对介绍你的对那个互动
啊，那即兴的。
Yeah, it wasn't planned at all. It was improvised.
Freestyle.
Freestyle.
And just one more for me. In 2019, you were here to fight Tisha Torres on the John Jones, Anthony Smith undercard. And I remember not a lot of people knew who you were, and you were kind of sitting there, and not a lot of media actually spoke to you. Tonight, you were the co-main of UFC 300, one of the biggest cards in the company's history. How do you feel kind of about how you've grown as a martial artist, but also how you've grown in this sport and how people have come to embrace you?
你还记得你2019年的时候比赛，然后你就默默无闻的坐在那里，没有多少人认识你，甚至没有记者想问你什么问题。那么现在5年之后，你现在是一个联合主赛，在 UFC 300，你觉得这一路走来对你来说意味着什么？然后你有什么样的感想？
哇，我记得19年的时候，当时我坐在那儿，然后所有人都在接受采访，但是我坐在那儿，没有人问我问题，然后我觉得很尴尬。然后我当时跟我的主教练说，我说我一定好好努力，以后有更多的人来采访我。然后今天你看大家都来采访我了。
I absolutely vividly remember in 2019, I was sitting there awkwardly by myself. No one really paid attention to me. All the other fighters getting all the attention, getting interviews. And I was talking to myself like, hey, Zhang Weili, you gotta really become a good fighter one day. And one day, everybody want to talk to you, give you attention, and interview you. And here we are today. So.
Back here. Congratulations on the win. The evolution and getting martial arts to mainstream and the Chinese culture goes hand in hand. I mean, the first breakout star was Bruce Lee. How does it feel to be a part of that conversation? Like now, the sport is completely mainstream with martial arts and mixed martial arts, and being an icon of Chinese martial arts and also mixed martial arts as well.
你知道这个综合格斗，就像你说的，在中国是流行起来时间并不长。以前大家很熟悉那个李小龙，对吧？代表了中国的功夫，代表了中国人能够打。那现在你张伟丽作为综合格斗的一个符号，一个符号形象的人那你觉得你是起到了个什么样的角色和作用？
其实我觉得综合格斗有的时候我们很多人就是看待结果，但是我觉得这个过程，我觉得是非常值得学习的。就是每一个运动员都非常不容易，他们为了去比赛，打好的比赛，然后去不断的去学习、去努力，流血、流汗，也流泪。然后我觉得是非常不容易。我觉得有的时候很多粉丝，我觉得更多的要学习 MMA 这一种精神，然后这种智慧，然后内心强大。我觉得这种智慧。
When we talk about mixed martial arts and when we talk about fights, I feel like we put a lot of focus on the win and loss. But to me, what's more important is the process, the progress, because every athlete puts so much into this sport, into what they're passionate about. The sweat, the blood, the tears, everything has happened in this progress. I hope that we give respect to that.
我在 MMA 这项运动当中学习到非常非常多。
I learned a lot from this mixed martial arts sport.
Excellent, thank you.
Weili over here. Tatiana Suarez, I spoke to her yesterday. She was at another event. She's healthy and back training. Do you believe she'll be your next challenger for the title?
舒亚雷斯昨天有接受她的采访，然后她现在好像状态挺不错的，也挺健康的。那你觉得她有没有可能成为你下一个的挑战者？
我觉得前几名的都有可能，但是我现在想先休息一下。
I absolutely feel all the top 5 and top 10 girls, they can be potential challengers. But for now, I just want to take a break and rest.
Ice cream,
then pizza.
Jeff, what do you think? Congratulations. What do you think of the Max Holloway knockout?
不知道你今天有没有注意到霍洛威他把盖奇给 KO 了，然后你是怎么看待这场比赛的？
哇，我觉得霍洛威他的风格，他的心态特别好，然后他身体特别放松，他像水一样，然后那连贯流动，然后感觉，而且他不着急。我需要向他学习。
I feel Max Holloway that he was so fluid, he was so calm that brought out that KO performance. I want to be like him because I feel like today I was not really like that fluid. I don't want to be like him one day.
OK，我还想说，就是特别感谢我的教练团队们，然后 Big Wu 的，还有我的柔术教练，然后他们帮助了我非常非常多，我们在一块儿合作也非常愉快，然后也感谢 PI 对我的照顾。
Lastly, not least, I want to say thank you to my coach team. Every coach I've been working with, they've been great with me. We had a great working relationship. Also, thank you, PI, for the support and take care of me.
Thank you, everyone.